All right, welcome back. Third part of the five-man tactics discussion. We're going to talk about envelopments. How to, we talked about going at them in a straight line. We talked about doing a 3-2 split. So sending your 3 up as kind of an anvil to send a 2 around as a hammer. And sometimes you get your, let's put our badass killer Aria out here. And instead of hammering one flank, you hammer both flanks. If you see, especially that your opponent's line is going to be a kind of a static line or a hesitant line that they are not really planning to split up and go subunit, but are kind of just going to advance up the line, up the field. Then you can, throw these 2 flankers around. That causes them to start to collapse and exposes the center of their line to a fairly focused attack from your 3, while these 2 are splitting attention between the 3 and the flankers. Or if your flankers are, really quick on their feet, they just get completely around in the backfield. Velociraptor ends up chasing them as they come DFB or reinforce over here. How do you know if your opponent's line is going to be, one of those hesitant advancers? Watch their fights. I think I've preached it before, but if I haven't, learn to read the tourney list, the double limb brackets at an MOL's table, so that when your team goes to report your result, you can take a moment, look at the MOL's brackets, and see who you're going to be fighting next. And go look at that team, see who else is in your part of the brackets. Go look at those teams, see how they're fighting. So if you see that your next team, that the team you're about to face, is kind of some hesitant advancing line team, well, you can plan against that. If you see that they want to do the scatter into the 5, solo rock star formation, you can plan against that. If you see that they want to stack a 3 and 2, and you see who those 2 are, well, you can start planning against that. Who's going to take those 2? Are we going to send 2 to stop to kill them, or 1 to stall them? That sort of plan, that sort of thing. Basically have your plan and your counter to their plan figured out before Leon is called. The hesitant 5 advancing up the field is a mindset that says, I'm going to wait to see what their plan is and then try to counter it, but I'm not going to know any of that information before Leon is called. You can get that information before Leon is called, and there's no reason not to. Do espionage, gather intelligence. There's no reason to go into the field with a complete lack of knowledge after the first round of a tournament. And there are many sources to get that information from. And then the other way to do envelopments is you send out 2s and 2s. Or, like a 2 and a 2, 2, 1. But now you're hammering the flanks harder. So this one person here can be, they need to be able to draw out the attention of these 3 in the center. So that might be where you want to put your flashy fighter. But if you're intimidating fighter who can't run all that quickly, they're not going to be able to go out on the flank and Rockstar like we had him do, like we had Jon Snow do to pull off 2 fighters. Then you can send them up the middle, and they'll stand there and, hey, look at me, I'm scary, while your flankers mob these end guards. How do you counter this? You jump Jon Snow. Just mob him. It's a 3-on-1. I don't care how good Jon Snow is, you can kill him. And if not, he'll be retreating, and that frees you up to leave 1 to stall and the other 2 to turn. So basically, while your flank guards are falling back, getting hit by these 2, you mob Jon Snow and then get in a position to turn and address the flanking units while they're focused on your flank guard. And yay, done. In the 1-3-1 envelopment split, or 1-2-2 envelopment split, it depends there. What you might just, as you see the one go, you might have these people planned to jump off and basically split to a 3-2, a 2-3, a 2-1-2 of your own, right? They send their flank guards out. You send a pair to kill each flanker, while your one good defensive fighter here stands in the middle and tries to keep these three busy. In each case, of course, where you have numerical advantage, the longer you take to exploit it, either by getting the kill or by driving the fighter out of position so that you can, shave off some of your numbers and send them to support the other parts of your team, the longer that takes, the more likely you are to lose. So make it quick, make it decisive. You get the advantage you need. Again, you don't have to kill. If they've got a skirmisher tying up 3 people, you don't actually have to kill that skirmisher. Just drive them into a corner, drive them up against a wall, drive them out of a position to support the rest of their team, leave one person to keep them busy, and the other 2 go. Again, if we were in this situation here, the longer these 3 stay focused on Jon Snow, the more likely these 2 are to die. On the other hand, Jon Snow's way back here. These 2 split. They're now in the backfield of the flanking units, while, these continue to fall back. So yeah, decisive action in the right moment is a good thing.